Hi there, my name is Billy Bob Harris, and welcome to Connecting the Dots. Today our guest is Jennifer Styers. Jennifer is a relationship coach, an exclusive matchmaker, and in my opinion, a person who knows what's important in life and has the ability to transport to other people, to invert to other people. Welcome, Jennifer.
Well, thank you very much. I love being here,
Yeah.
and thank you for having me.
Tell me, what is the mission, the function of a relationship coach?
Well, it should be to help people understand themselves, the relationship they have with themselves, because that's where everything begins. You can't be in a relationship or fix a relationship you're in with somebody else until you have a strong relationship with yourself. So that the function of a relationship coach is to help you know yourself, who you are, what you need, and then go from there.
Okay, so you've got two silos here that you do that's wonderful: relationship coaching and matchmaking, and both of them are coaching. In the matchmaking, you do coaching there also, correct?
You have to, because a lot of the reason that people aren't successful in relationships is because they're not doing things right once they're in a relationship. And so it's one thing for two people to go on a date and then it not work out, or they don't like them for a certain reason, or they get ghosted, or what. This is all about, I'm able to hear both sides, so I'm able to give feedback.
Good point.
Yeah,
good point.
It's huge.
That's meaningful. Jennifer, I grew up in a really, really wonderful small community in the Panhandle, Texas. And when we were little, our country sayings were, "What are you going to be when you get bigger?"
Right.
You know, what are you going to be when you grow up? Mm-hmm. When did you know this is what you wanted to do?
Forever. This is in my blood. I was everybody's counselor growing up.
So this wasn't a light bulb moment, it's more of a sunrise.
Yeah, no, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is what God made me for sure.
How interesting.
Yeah, I know so many people search for their purpose, and I've always known mine. And many years ago, I tried to get out of it, and God led me right back. He shut so many doors in my life to get me back here. This is where I'm supposed to be. So, and I love it.
You know, what a great statement. What a great statement. He shut doors. My daddy had this statement: every time somebody closes a good door, every time somebody closes a door, the good Lord opens a window. But sometimes it can still be hell in the hallway.
You have the best sayings.
You know,
I know, that's great. That is great.
Now, you grew up in Atlanta, went to school at the University of Georgia.
And right now we have the Georgia Bulldogs, #1 in the nation.
Oh, they have a football team this year, correct?
Yeah, #1 in the nation. And we've got the Atlanta Braves at the World Series. So it's great times for Georgia people right now.
Going on down there. Okay, let's go back to the University of Georgia. What's your formal education?
I have my degree in educational psychology.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. A degree in educational psychology, a minor in literature and PR communications too, because I love school.
Yeah.
I loved being there. It was fun,
yeah.
And I love learning.
I had too much fun in college. Matter of fact, my daddy said he's going to have to come up and burn the school building down and get me out of it.
Oh yeah, I was getting cut off financially if I didn't get out. So yeah.
Okay, you have a podcast.
I do.
Called Lovability.
Correct. Lovability, the Lovability Show. So the reason I did the podcast is after years doing radio and television and getting 3 or 5 minutes to talk about something, there's always more under the conversation. I want to educate people. If I do anything in this life, my purpose is to educate people. And you can't educate people. You can give them information, but you can't educate in 3 to 5 minutes. My podcast is all about dating, love, relationship, sex, everything that has to do with relationships. And we talk for 45 minutes to an hour, and we dig in deep, and it's coaching. It's free coaching for an hour every week.
Okay. Can somebody come to you for relationship coaching that doesn't want to be matched?
Absolutely. I mean, I have 2 separate businesses there.
Okay.
Yeah. So some people come to me for counseling. They're trying to get themselves better, heal themselves, fix patterns in their life, figure out who they are, whatever that. But healing is a big reason people come to me for coaching. And matchmaking was a result of the coaching. That's how I got into it, because once my clients got healed and they got ready.
So you got more, it kind of morphed
Yeah,
in.
it kind of morphed in. Now they couldn't find anybody healthy. I knew everybody healthy because I've coached the whole city.
Okay.
And so, except for you.
Okay.
But I've coached everybody.
We may start today,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. So then they pushed me into matchmaking, which is great. Plus, I get to coach when I'm in matchmaking too, because people need that help along the way. But they are 2 businesses.
Okay. So, just for instance, a father has a relationship with his daughter who's 15.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like what he'd like to be. He doesn't want to be matched. He can come to you and bring his daughter. Correct? I'm asking this question.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. I more or less see the individual. Like I may have a mother that comes in with her son or daughter, and then I see the son or daughter. It's always individual, and I can't say that there isn't a function for 2 people together. But if you came in with somebody, I would see both of you individually, because as you work on you and they work on them separate, without any drama, without any, you get to fix you get to fix you, and you both show up better, versus the dynamics of having 2 people together where a child may not speak freely in front of their parent. They may not tell the counselor what they need to know if the parent's present. So it's just super important to have that individual relationship. There's plenty of times where I can't get 2 people in. They're having problems in their relationship. One person wants to come in and fix it, the other person doesn't. I will take that one person, and by them changing their behaviors and their reactions to their partner's behavior, they can change the dynamic of the relationship on their own.
One person's not willing to come in.
Correct.
You can work with the other one to make improvement where this one may be able to come in.
Correct.
Ooh, that's good.
And it's important too, because a lot of times people are trying to fix things that they shouldn't try to fix. And if I can help them see, I'm not making decisions for them, but if we open up that relationship, they may see, well, I don't want to fix this anyway. This isn't something that's good for me. And they get to make that decision on their own, but it's just that source to open everything up, to look at it for what it is, and then make decisions based on that.
Okay. Would you just give us an example? Let's get some free coaching.
An example of what?
There's a person that wants to fix a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
The other person doesn't want to come in for counseling. What would you tell this, just for instance, I know everybody's different, but what would you tell this one person here that does want to make change?
Well, number one, that obviously they need to come in, and they need to be honest with me about what is working and what's not working and what the dynamic is. And what I would typically do, like I've done this before. I remember a wife and husband. She was cheating on him. She didn't want to get counseling. She was done. She was out. He came to try to save the marriage, and she wouldn't come. So what we did is we had him stop responding. So like when she would go out late with her friends, and she would get mad at him, he would get controlling, like, you need to be home, you need to do this with the kids, and he would tell her what to do and try to keep her home and try to keep her from having this other lifestyle. Instead, he just ignored her. So we had him just stop reacting to what she was doing. So if she was going out, he started saying, it was crazy, but he just started saying, okay, have a good time. So then she perceived him as that he stopped caring, that he was letting go. And it caused her to then reach out, stop her behavior, and they fix their marriage.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that example.
That's the power of our behaviors, our reactions to somebody else's behaviors. If we change us, the whole dynamic changes. And that's the thing, Billy Bob, for anybody from a coaching perspective, is when you change you, it changes every relationship. Work-related, your friendships, your family relationships, your interpersonal, your personal relationships. Anytime you come to work on you, it changes everything.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can somebody come to see you for just matchmaking alone?
Absolutely. I have plenty of people that come for matchmaking alone.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And
So give me an example. You'll sit down and find out about what
I
they're
do a
looking
really in-depth. I'm more of an exclusive service. I take on a certain person. It's people that want to find love, that are really looking for true love. They're not looking, it's not a gold digging situation. It's not, a man looking for a arm candy, woman. I represent love. And so first and foremost, the person needs to want love. They need to be healthy. If they're not healthy, I will coach them first and help them get to that place. I do in-depth interviews with whoever's coming to me, and I do in-depth interviews with whoever I'm matching them with.
That is what separates you
Yeah.
from a regular dating service.
Yes.
A really
And I turn people away all the time.
That was my next
All
question.
the time. I may send a profile to a client and say, okay, you like them, everything looks good, I'm going to interview them, and I'll say, sorry, I know you really like them, but they are not ready, or they're not available, they're not emotionally available, they're still hung up on the ex, they have drama in their life with their ex, and I'll be able to sidestep them from a lot of the drama.
That is a wonderful example. What do you enjoy most about your career?
Well, that's easy.
Okay.
The thing I enjoy most about what I do is watching people change, evolve, and become different people. Through coaching, through self-evaluation, and people understanding themselves more, their whole life changes, and I witness it. I get to see and hear. They'll tell me about a situation, and I'll hear how they're reacting completely different, and they have boundaries where they didn't have boundaries, or they're showing up with confidence, or they're choosing healthier relationships and letting people go that they needed to let go, and only allowing healthy people in their life. It's just watching people change. I mean, literally transform before my eyes.
That's very rewarding to you then.
Well,
that's your purpose.
it is amazing, and I will say, you and I have had discussions about this before. I do give credit to God for that. It is Him. He's always worked through me to show me things with people, and there's an art to listening. I know you understand that. People tell you everything you want to know if you just listen, and that is a gift that God gave me, and through that He shows me things in coaching. I can maybe able to tell the way somebody says something, if their voice inflection changes, if their energy shifts, anything. There's cues that He gives me that allows me to see things that other people don't see and pick up on. It's just, and He's the one that brings the people to me. He's the one that changes them.
That's wonderful. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Jennifer, I always like to ask this question in closing. Tell me your 3 favorite words.
My 3 favorite words. Okay. Well, obviously love.
Okay. All right.
Love. Peace.
Okay.
Love, peace, and I don't know. Today I would say God. I would say faith.
Oh my gosh, May, that says so much about your character.
Yeah, I mean, it would be the third one for me today.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I want to thank you for being here, but I also want to make an observation, okay? I said it the first, you're a person who understands what is important in life, and you have the ability to impart it to other people, which is a great talent within itself. But today, you have made your message has been very meaningful to me.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
And now, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, I know it'll be at the bottom of the screen, but if somebody wanted to get in touch with you.
Well, I think lovejen.com, lovejn.com is my website. That's one way, and there's a contact form on there. And I also do posts every day on Facebook. So a great way to get a taste of coaching and what I do and the message, because there's this clear, concise message I give. That would be Facebook.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you again for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.